There is something about East Africa that keeps confusing me. And no matter how many times I think about it, I still do not have a clear answer, especially when it comes to Rwanda. Because every time I compare Rwanda with Uganda, Kenya, and Tanzania, I end up with more questions than answers. When people talk about Rwanda, the same words always come up: clean, organized, safe, disciplined, efficient, and it does not matter who you ask. Even people who disagree on many things seem to agree on that. You see it in the streets, you see it in the planning, you see it in how the country presents itself to the world. Even internationally, Rwanda is very visible. Tourism campaigns, global partnerships, football sponsorships. Visit Rwanda is something you see in places where many African countries are not even mentioned. And that makes me ask, how did Rwanda get there? Because when I moved to Uganda, Kenya, and Tanzania, the feeling is very different. The streets are alive, busy, noisy, full of movement. People selling everything you can imagine: juice, phone chargers, shoes, clothes, razor blades, small repairs everywhere, small businesses on every corner. And I keep asking myself, is this chaos, or is this survival, or is this entrepreneurship at scale? Because it looks unorganized, but at the same time, it looks like millions of people are actively trying something every single day. Then I compare that again with Rwanda. And I ask, where is all that visible street activity? Is it there but structured differently, or am I missing something completely? Because if development is about opportunity, then what does opportunity actually look like? A structured system, or thousands of small informal businesses? Another thing that confuses me is reaction. In some countries, when fuel prices rise, people react. When transport costs increase, people react. When taxes increase, people react. You see frustration in public spaces. But when people talk about Rwanda, the picture feels different. And I wonder, does that mean people are satisfied, or do they express things differently? Or is the culture simply different? I honestly don't know. Then, there is entertainment and movement. I hear stories of people crossing borders for nightlife, for social life, for different experiences. And I start wondering, what role does entertainment play in quality of life? Can a country be extremely organized but still feel limited socially to some people? Can another country feel chaotic but still feel alive and free? Where does Rwanda fit in that picture? The more I think about it, the more I realize something. I'm not really comparing countries. I'm comparing ideas, different ways of building society, different ways of creating opportunity, different ways of defining development, and Rwanda keeps standing in the middle of that confusion for me. Because whenever I think I understand Rwanda, another question appears. Why is it so clean? Why is it so organized? Why is it so different from its neighbors? And what am I not seeing? So, I will end with the same thing I started with. This is not a conclusion. It's not a judgment. It is just a question. If you have been to Rwanda, what am I missing? If you live in Uganda, Kenya, or Tanzania, what differences do you actually see in real daily life? Because the more I ask, the less certain I become. And maybe that is the point. What am I missing about Rwanda?